listen into anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia. We want peace in
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. But it can't take your law in. Crime stop right here for us. We need safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a human talking, I mean you check. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You no part to report it. Crime stop, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stop, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stop, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime stop, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stop, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stop, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it crime for all of us.
Oh, yes, folks, that was Crime Stopper Liberia. This program is powered by Crime Stopper Liberia. All right, folks, it's 8 minutes after 11 o'clock. 8 minutes after 11 o'clock. And those of you who are watching us, please drop a comment in our comment section. Just let us know where you are watching us from. It's important that you do it. All right. So don't just like the post. There are two things you can do for the show. You can help us share the show, and you can also drop a comment there and tell us where you are watching the show from, please. And if you are watching and you wouldn't have the time to call on the show when we open up the phone lines, you can also drop your comment there because this segment of the show is what's on your mind. All right. We are not the one who's setting the talking points. You are the one doing it tonight, the audience. So if you don't have the time to call, you can drop a comment. So I'm leaving Liberia now and I'm sending controls to the United States where our man Solomon Tunis is. And together we will run you up to 1 a.m. talking Liberia. Tunis, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Wendell. Good evening, Mama Liberia. Good evening to my brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. This is your good friend, Suleiman Hashim Tunis, coming to you live from Radio LIV here on Staten Island, New York, with Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station in the nation capital. We're back here again another Thursday evening, late in the evening, almost in the morning. We're here to discuss what's been bothering you, what's on your mind, whether it's positive vibe or negative. We are here to listen and discuss it. So you guys are welcome. I know most of you are already doing your homework. Some of you finished doing your homework because it's pouring like hell in Liberia, especially at the time of the night. You're going to be experiencing thunderstorm and all of that. But anyway, it's not going to hurt you because you're almost in bed. So what you
If that thunderstorm is heavy, we would be going off.
I
Yeah.
hope it won't be heavy in the next 2 hours.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we are going to be. Let me just give you the weather report. We are going to be experiencing thunderstorm, and at times goes on mid early morning and mid morning. You will be getting heavy rain around that time, like 1, 2 o'clock. Heavy rain will be coming down in Monrovia. About 3, 4 o'clock, it will ease up a little bit, and then we get into Friday morning. Friday morning, which will be 86 degrees, but feels like 92. Friday on, you're definitely going to have a heavy rain in the afternoon hour. Early afternoon or late afternoon, going to evening, you're going to have a very heavy rain with thunderstorm behind it. Seriously, thunderstorm behind it. That will be with you. That rain will stay with you till the nightfall. So if you are anywhere before the afternoon, I mean the evening hour, try to head home. Or if you're going to be there for long, make sure you take your raincoats because it's not going to be an easy rain on Friday night, Friday evening, the evening hour. That whole rush hour going to be a mess hour for the commute, those who commuting from one end to another. So
Hmm.
catch your ride before and or don't say we didn't tell you, but definitely what I'm seeing here on the radar, you're gonna have a pour of rain with thunderstorm in the late evening, and I believe it will start in the afternoon, mid-afternoon. Okay, so be prepared. Oh, that's Friday. Saturday morning. Saturday is Friday rain going to be more than Saturday, even though Saturday going to rain, but it start raining in midday, around the midday hour going early afternoon. That's when a trace of rain will be coming like a shower, light rain, but thunderstorm will be behind it. Like thunderstorm your ear, what they call, and no wind blowing. Both day, Friday, the wind is 4 miles per hour. The heat is very high, 84 going to 96. Saturday, the same thing. Saturday, it will be probably cloudy because it's only giving me 40%. Friday giving me 70%. That's why I said
Hmm.
definitely it's going to rain. And by hour, Friday, the rain will start coming heavily around 3 o'clock or even before that time. And it will stay that heavy. That heaviness will stay in it. It probably cool down way in the night. All right. So that's Friday. Friday is not good at all for the rain. Saturday, there's a little break because it's giving me chance of rain is only 40%. And that rain that all the way around 1, 2 o'clock. Okay. In the morning hour, you're going to be a little bit okay. You will see the sun coming up on Saturday. Don't mind that sun, no. Don't schedule anything for the evening hour because that sun, that Java sun there, it will not last for you. Even before the morning over, it will not last. It will start running away from you right in the morning hour. Okay. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday is a good day, but even Sunday is going to rain the afternoon hour and very heavy. It's giving me 60%. Okay. It's just that the heat is both from now to Sunday. you're gonna have you're gonna be uncomfortable with the heat. No, even though it's raining, don't matter rain, no breeze behind it. It's gonna you got this is a weekend for rain. This weekend is going to be a wet weekend for you. Don't do not listen or do not schedule anything outside activity, especially in the evening hour. You will be disappointed. Say here from Freedom FM, the weatherman. Okay? So the weekend, the entire weekend, don't schedule anything. Even if that football match you got, cancel it. I say people will be sitting somewhere watching you because you have to play that game, you play it. But you will not have spectators to watch that game. So that's about it. Friday, tomorrow, today on today will be raining while you're sleeping. So those who doing the homework, you'll enjoy the homework because definitely they Thursday, if it's not raining right now, but the rain will start coming around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. The heavy rain, you will hear it. You will tell me it will be heavy tonight. No. Let me see. Tonight. Yeah, tonight. That's it. Tonight by 2 o'clock, the rain will be heavy. 3 o'clock will be heavy. It will stay heavy until almost early in the morning. Then it will stop. And because they will, and that rain will continue until Friday anyway. Trust me, you will see it for yourself. So that's about it. That's the weatherman from Suleiman Hashim Tunis from Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station in the nation capital. And stay tuned. We got a lot to give you today. Thank you. Back to you, Wendell.
Thank you, Tunis, for running us through the weather report. Uh, I guess by now we should be preparing ourselves for tomorrow. I know the weekends, a lot of people leave their homes to come and hustle, just to make ends meet. You got to hustle to keep the family surviving. So tomorrow is going to be a rainy day. When you're supposed to come out there to hustle, to not allow the rain to be an obstacle to you. Or else, if you do that, you're going to make your family to starve. We all know times are hard. People need to move from one point to another, to fetch food and do other things for the family. So if you see a heavy downpour or rain tomorrow and you say you're not going to move, just make sure you got money. That the only way that rain will keep you, yeah, that the only way that rain will not make you to go anywhere tomorrow. But when you get money, and you saw to go hustle to get money, you got to go. Do not allow the rain to stop you because you will experience it on Saturday too. So you know what it means. If you don't have it on Friday, you don't have it on Saturday. Hey, you're not going to get it on Sunday. But anyway, I'm not going to tell you when that door is going to be open for you. But we're just telling you that for the rest of the 3 days, the weather would not be fine for us. If you're
It's
planning on
not for me
outdoor
at all.
activities, if you're planning on outdoor activities, you got to study the weather. Make sure you have some canopies out there. Even if the canopy is there when that rain heavy, you will not be free under that canopy, right? When that rain
Mhm.
is falling heavily, the storm, the thunderstorm, that heavy wind, and you will not be under that canopy. So it's good that our brother read the report for us. So he left with us now to adjust ourselves for the weather. But anyway, how was your day, Tunis? How was it? I'm quite sure you stay having some afternoon time from your end.
Oh, yeah, the day was not too bad. Thank God. At least we resumed job today. We have to be at the job site. We're not there yesterday because it was the holiday, Islamic religious holiday, but today everything fine and the weather is beautiful. I went out there. Not, I mean, I went out there freely without, this time around you can just walk outside your house any which way. It's not like winter time. You got to think twice before you get out. You got to
Mm.
bundle up a lot of layer of clothes before you even step outside to your car. This time now, you can even walk out with short pants or short sleeve, whatever. Yeah, so I was very comfortable today in my job. But one thing we say about the weather, the motorcycle is you're not going to be making any money this weekend. Okay, so make sure you got enough strong umbrella for the weather. This weekend going to be worse than last weekend, and you know last weekend was not too good. Say you hear from Freedom FM weatherman. It's not going to start. It will not start in the morning or in the evening hour is the where you're going to feel the mess, and that's what happened last week. So thank God you got people, you got Freedom FM who you can rely on your weather. People who get one shirt to change, you gotta be careful to come outside. Ah, that's why my brother just say if you want to hustle, make sure you got
No,
another student, you know, no man also.
yeah. Some of you know the hustle not easy. And you know when it's raining heavily like that. Sometimes when people call you, answer your phone. Yeah, because you never know what kind of call coming through. So it's good to answer your phone, even if you don't have it. Answer the phone, let the person know. But somebody just calling you three, four, 5 times, and just give that person that listening, role a little bit. Just listen, because sometimes when it's raining, nobody can count outside. And maybe that your man, now you say, let me call my man. Maybe my man will answer my phone. But the man calling your phone all day, you can't answer your phone. Some of y'all, your baba, y'all can do it. So tomorrow when you see some call that coming, the rain falling, that person can count outside and calling you to send a small thing. If it is there, you help them. If it is not there, then it's a different thing. But once you have it, it's always good to share. I don't know. Sharing, is a good thing. We're not saying you should give your last, but it's always good to share. If you have something there, it's not budgeted, help somebody. You never know that help you're extending to that person could turn things around for you. So it's always good to help. That's why we are here. There are plenty of things that we can do when we're sitting down here. We can help people to get money. We can encourage people who are downhearted. When people are sick, we tell them that sickness is not their portion, not because they are sick today, so it means they're going to be sick forever. And don't look at your present condition and just give up in life. That's why we come here to motivate some of you who are giving up in life. Why will you give up in life when you know that you still have that breath? Why will you give up? See, some of you, you're sound, nothing happened to you. You're all right, but you won't tell yourself to be Zogo. You won't make yourself to be crazy by force. Crazy are not looking for you, but you yourself looking for craziness. We know some people that depression, we know a lot of stuff can happen. But once you have life, you got to keep fighting. You got to keep your head up. That's why it's not good to always waste your time. You got to make the best of it. So when we come beyond these microphones, there are plenty of things we come to do to encourage people, because some people can be, downhearted. They don't know where to turn. But some of the things that we say to them, can motivate them, can, give them the courage, can build them up to say, hey, that's true. What that person is saying is true. Why am I giving up in life? I got everything on me is correct. My hands are working, my legs are functioning properly, my eyes are good. Why am I giving up in life? So we don't just come here and even with discussing politics, when we are discussing the ills of government, it means that we are telling the government these are areas that you are falling short. So you need to improve on it. That's why we come here sometimes and we say these things. It's not that we hate the government, But there are certain things the president may not know. Some of his lieutenants may not know. So we who are watchdogs in society, we go places and get this information. We come behind these microphones and help the government to, know some of their ills, to identify some of their wrongdoing. We don't just come here and say things, oh, we want the government to fail. No. If the government fails, the entire country fails. If the government wins, that the entire country will celebrate. But when there are ills in the government, it is our responsibility to, flag them. We don't have to be for you. No. But if you do good things, we'll come and say it. If you do bad things, we'll also come and say it. So that's why we are here every day. There are too many things we come here to do. So we already listened to the weather report. Govern yourself accordingly so that you wouldn't get caught up tomorrow and the day after. So let me just say this before we go back to our man Suleiman. Those of you who are watching us, please drop a comment. Drop your comment in the comment section. If you're watching us from Asia, drop a comment. If you're watching us from the United States, please let us know. If you're watching us from here in Liberia or anywhere in Africa, please get to the comment section and drop a comment there so we can read them out for you. Let's also extend a get well treat to our man all the way there in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, Sam Toby. I've just been told that Sam been sick for 2 weeks. He been home. So Sam, if you are listening to us right now, we want to do it for you as a faster recovery treat. It's from the Nighttime Spin crew, Suleiman, Tunis, and Wendell, and the rest of the guys. We want to wish you, Sam, Toby, a faster recovery. So back to you, Tunis. Tunis, your system is muted.
Sorry, one of my men on the phone with me. Be looking for what the man named Randy. Randy, I sent him the link.
Okay.
So look out for him. He probably be backstage. Okay, guys. As we say, today is what's on your mind. But what's on my mind, I said it this morning, around the noon hour, I said it. We need to start celebrating our people. We have two young individuals, not even yet in their 30s, young kids, parent from Liberia. Their parent from Liberia. I think the other kid, Haji, was born here, but mother Liberian, and went to America, mother in California. Also playing for the United States Olympic team and our former president. But there's nothing at all mentioned in any of the newspaper about these people. It's kind of important events taking place, even the greatest city in the world, New York City, celebrating one of them. And I'm quite sure, California, where that young man is in California, I believe they are celebrating him. Okay? Because here the people proud of themselves. They're proud of the people, the good people that come out of them. But there are certain things we look down on. We make it sound like it's nothing because it's for many ways to live in this world. It's not just to go and sit in classroom and get all this degree. All the players that you see today, they got more money than you who went inside and you got all your PhD. More money. They are the one that running the country today. All right. We have these kind of important people among ourselves. Then just because of politics, we have no regard for them. Not even one newspaper, man. One, even the cheapest newspaper. Nothing mentioned in there about these people. All right. I think Nangbe already retired last year. So he is now on the team. He retired last year. But we have two Liberian who, parent Liberian. All right. But we'll say, oh, the man, he didn't even allow the man to play for Liberia. Look, man, everybody looking for a greener pasture, brother. The other Liberian, he left from here. He left from Liberia. He came here. He became a star. He played for the American national team. Why the parent didn't encourage him to go back and play for the national team? Why? So while we leave our country, we come in the Western world. Why? We're doing this because we want good living. Liberia got nothing for us so much besides just to bite from all the little money our parents making, the taxes we pay, they enrich themselves with it. That's all they're doing. If I'm lying, the president of Liberia, 80 plus years, riding the most expensive car. The most expensive car in Liberia, he's in it, and he promised us that he was going to be riding wheelbarrow to the mansion. But now, you prove me wrong. The wristwatch he got, the Rolex that he's wearing, only few people in Liberia, probably 1% of Liberia probably wearing that kind of watch. People like the Billy guy, okay, and then probably some Lebanese, okay, but that old man wearing the designer clothes. One of his suits is more than $1,000. All is our money. The old man had no business in life besides the color his wife or making before they became president. No established business that we know about that he could buy wristwatch, $250,000 wristwatch, Rolex. It's our money. The old man got no feeling for us. Then people say the other man stole our money. The man stealing the money right in your eyes, in your faces, in our faces. He's stealing our money. But we will put him aside and go to the people who try to at least think that we are human beings. So these are the things, sometimes when I think about it, I feel so hurt. We need to celebrate ourselves. We need to have a statue somewhere in Liberia. These Western come there or the Asian come, they need to pay to enter to see George Weah. Okay, you will see if the little boy, you remember last World Cup, he is the one that opened school, the first goal for the United States team. That's a record. A first goal when the United States played, the first game, he opened that, scored that lone goal. That boy, he could. Why Jamaica can't blame his mother? Why he didn't go play for Jamaica? Because the mother from Jamaica, okay. Well, Liberian, we really, if you want good for yourself, always recognize somebody else good and make it genuine. Don't fake it, because God is looking at your heart. He's not looking at your activity, what you do. He's looking at what is in your heart, because he's the only one can know what is in your heart. If we are genuine for ourselves, believe me, things will change for us very, very fast, very fast. But you have fake laughing we can be doing, and because the person is nice to you, so you are forced to be reciprocate by being fake smile to him. That's not love. You think the person don't know? Everyone know if you really love them or you're faking it. Everyone, even you yourself, you know if somebody love you or they're faking it. But we need to at least support our celebrity. These people are celebrity. If Joe Weir was not able to play for the how you call it the World Cup, at least somebody came out of him playing for the World Cup. That's a plus. Okay, oh, y'all be going in that devilish thing in us here. We so bitter with people, and I don't care what you bitter with me. Where it taking you? Even if I die today, what the benefit to you? You think that will ease your hardship? I beg you, man. The only thing that can ease your hardship is you must love one another genuinely and celebrate our celebrants. Can you imagine no newspaper carrying these boys? Not even front page to know that at least this important event taking place, we have two born Liberians that taking part there. That's a no. So I beg you, yeah, you think about it. You think about it, please. You really think about it. But it's not good for us. The politician eating our money every day. Any of these politicians, which one get business in Liberia that you know of disability? All these representatives, all the executives, then we got Omer Bwaka, this and that. They're wearing all these big, wearing the best of car in the country. It's your money. None of them got any money from nowhere. And you know this, but you're scared to say it. Let me stop right here because we got enough time to go. Let me send control back to you. Okay, I think my man still on the phone. Oh, okay.
No, I was taking a call, but I'm done. All right, so folks, let's say good evening to all of you once again. Thank you for being there. This is the nighttime spin. This is where we converge to discuss those issues that matter about our country, Liberia. So tonight, you are the one setting the talking points. We will just say our own, but for me, I will say my own at the end of the show. And yeah, what my man had to say about what's on his mind, about people not giving recognition to, the son of former President George Weah after being selected to represent the United States at the 2026 World Cup. According to him, there was no publicity given here in Liberia, while other countries, the New York State is celebrating him because he was born in New York City, but his country, the country his father come from, he's not being celebrated. My colleague is saying that it's not good. We should recognize people for the good that they do. He couldn't play for the Liberia national soccer team, the Lone Star. He was fortunate to play for the United States team, so it's not something that we shouldn't see him as our own because his father represented Liberia at the world stage when it comes to soccer and also ascended to the highest seat in this country. So such a person should be recognized for, the good work that they continue to do. And we saw his grand performance at the World Cup when he scored the first goal for the United States in the World Cup. All right, so that's it, folks. That's his take on what's on his mind. So we're about to hear from you, our people, what is on
And
your mind.
we have another kid called Haji Wright. Haji Wright
Yeah, Haji,
also a young kid. He's playing for the United States. The two his mothers they stationed in California. You know, so these two boys are attached to Liberia. But nothing, all the newspaper we read here today, nothing was mentioned in there about these people. All right. But just embezzlement, the other person would lie, and then so they go on, they won't go say, yo, go apologize to the people where I took my word back. And with the old man riding the most expensive Lexus in the country, who promised a few times ago that he would be riding model. These are the things the Unity Party people don't want to hear. They don't want to hear.
You know, for me, these things will always happen. There will always be people for. There will always be people against, and that is a natural phenomenon of life that we just can't change. There are some people who today are not celebrating Timothy because they think in their mind that Timothy should have played for the national soccer team. He should have forgotten about playing for the United States and can't play for Liberia. While others are saying Timothy, took the best choice by, choosing the United States over America. So, I
Don't
mean, these
forget that
things will
Joe
always
Language
happen.
son. Don't forget that Joe
Hmm.
Language son played for the United States.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and
So,
the
so,
Haji
so that's
right
it.
too is a born Liberian mother. Okay, all
Hmm.
these people there. Why Timothy? And Timothy is not really a typical Liberian. Only
Even
his father
even
is like,
even Alfonso Davis, who plays
okay,
for
we got a couple of people
Bayern
for
Munich,
Canada.
he also plays for Canada.
Okay, all these
The
people.
list,
Why
the
you
list,
only
the
taking
list,
blame
the
to?
list goes on and on. If we were to sit here today to talk about footballers that play for their country and their children did not play for the country, they play for other countries where they were born, we will not leave from here today because we know a lot of them. We know a lot of them. You know, the great Zidane, who plays for France. His son was the goalkeeper for Algeria in this gone African Cup. We also that's the African Cup, the World Cup qualifier, and all of that. His son. So there are plenty people there. So George Weah is not the only person who ascended to the highest peak in football, and son did not play for the country that he come from. He decided to play for where he was born, the country he was born. All
He
right,
didn't play
so
for
that's
he
it.
didn't play for Jamaica either, though. His mother from Jamaica.
He was born. He was born. Yeah, he was born in America, so he chose America over Jamaica and Liberia.
Exactly.
Well, let's hear
Yeah.
from our people. What is on your mind? You want to chip in before we go to the phone lines?
No, I mean that's what really that at least because this is the trending topic really in the world today. A few weeks from now, about 2 weeks from now, World Cup will be playing here in America, and the entire world will be watching it. The entire world. We should be proud when one of us or two of our children playing in the World Cup, whether they dare to win or not. That's not the point. But the point here is they at least. Let me just give you a story. I beg you. Just give me 1 minute. Let me give you the story. You see, when they come to Jesus Christ, there's a story behind Jesus Christ's birth that is not in the Bible. We Muslims know about it. Jesus Christ ascending to the highest level is not coming from him. Okay, it's not coming from him. It's coming from his grandparent. We have a whole story, a chapter in the Holy Quran that talk about how Jesus Christ came about. His grandparents wanted, they were very old, just like how John the Baptist's parents were old when they born him. They were very old. They didn't have a boy child. All right. And they were asking God for a boy child so that that boy child would be a prophet because at that time prophecy it was all over Israel. So the woman got pregnant and the woman was praying for a boy. But unfortunately, the woman had a girl, which was Mary, Jesus Christ's mother. Okay, but still, she still praised God for God giving her a child. Even though it's a girl, it was not to her satisfaction. She took Mary to the temple so his uncle them to raise her. How come Jesus was born? Why I brought this story? Sometimes the thing you are not destined to do certain things, but somebody will come out of you that how God work. Our boy, can you imagine? George, we have two chances to go to the World Cup. All two did not materialize. If you remember when we beat Egypt 1989, that team was very solid. That was we beat Egypt with the that was the World Cup qualifier. 1989, the war entered Monrovia. The whole thing, everybody went head to scatter. The soccer business all died down. Nobody was there because everybody was running away. That was the first time we were experiencing war. So nobody knew what to do. World Cup died. We couldn't go. The second chance again was when we played Ghana in Liberia. You remember that game? If we had won that game, I think I chance at time. It still didn't materialize for George Weah for some reason. But yet somebody who came out of him played now twice. This is the second time playing the World Cup, and he stayed in his 20. You know, this is why we need to celebrate our own. You know, we need to celebrate our own. We know
You know,
there.
Suleiman. The thing here is the country that we find ourselves. The division, the hate, the bitterness in the country have brought what we call that division that if I don't like anything from this person, nothing good about that person I will ever say. What am I saying? Look, there are people that just don't like George Weah. So they're not going to celebrate anything that concerns George Weah. That one is clear. It's clear. There are some people who they don't, like George Weah, but I mean they appreciate his son for the level of football that he's playing. So it's vice versa. I don't expect people who don't like George Weah to like Timothy because that the kind of country we find ourselves now. The politics have divided us to the extent that we just bitter with one another. So nothing good about George Weah. People who don't like him will celebrate. That's how it is. That's how I see it. You know. So I mean, we all know Timothy is playing his football. He's playing big time football, and he's been selected for the second time to represent USA at the World Cup. That's something worth celebrating. But is not everybody going to celebrate that?
Mr. Wendell,
So
Mr. Nimle, this is not about Timothy or George Weah. It's not just Timothy
that's,
alone
that's
playing.
what I'm
You have
saying.
Haji
That's what I'm
Wright.
saying.
Haji Wright. Haji Wright is
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
We need to.
I mean,
The country can
let's
press.
forget about right. Let's forget about right. Right is not as popular as compared to Timothy Weah in Liberia because we all know Timothy Weah father is the former president of Liberia. All right. So you know how the politics in Liberia now.
We
You
are the
think
one
somebody
making
will
it.
go Darwin Lane will go celebrate his son? They will not do
You're
it.
right. I
Everything is
see where you're coming
political.
from. But where I'm coming
Mhm.
from, I'm not coming from being. I'm not bringing politics in this. We should be proud a Liberian is at the world stage to the point at least is born Liberian. This boy, the Haji, was born in Liberia. He just migrated to like America. Then he became citizen. He played for. He now playing for America. If one of us is to that level, it should be we should be celebrating. at least at the world stage to that point. For the greatest country in the world, this man playing for them. Forget about George Weah's son. But what about this man? Suppose it was your son. We're just going
Even
to
doing our even our glory days, even our glory days in this country, when George Weah was reigning across the globe. You remember the game that people said that George Weah sold the game because XYZ, and we heard people insulting his mother and doing all kind of thing.
the Ghana game I
Then
just talked about. The Ghana game.
exactly. So what about his son who's playing for a different country, who did not play for his country that his father was president for? What do you expect, Tunis? People will just have to politicize this thing. We all know that football. The man was born in America. He chose to play for America. All right. So I mean, people will say the man supposed to come and play for the country where he part play for. He part like Liberia. He part play for Liberia Lone Star. So why he can't play for Liberia Lone Star? He go play for America. We'll always have people saying these things, and nothing can change it. Their mind is just set. You can't change it. They ain't like it. They ain't like it. You can't force them to like it. So that's where I'm coming from. So for us to say we take this out of politics, it would be very hard because everything has been politicized. That's it. That's how I see it.
I,
You
I
know.
heard, I really, really, are you 100% right? But I'm not looking at it that way. I'm looking at an individual from Liberia that, I mean, playing the World Cup. This is not something you would take it very light. It should have been in some of the Haji and even Timothy. Both of them young, our children. We can put every other thing in this newspaper, but we cannot put these level of football these children are playing and they're connected to our country. We cannot put it in a newspaper for people to read about them. I don't think that's fair to Liberia. What's the love that we get for the country? Let's agree I don't like you. But the level of which that you have reached to, I have no control over it as long as you bring in a positive image to Liberia. That's what we want. It's not everybody you work with, you like them, but you have to work with them because that's your job.
That's the politics that in our country. It's not everybody gonna like George Weah. It's not everybody gonna love his son. That's the politics in our country. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm coming from.
I
We
give
all
you
know.
the right. I'm not denying what you
Yeah.
said. I'm not denying. I'm only saying that we
So
should not
so
look at
so
the
that's
career.
why you see people are not celebrating it because the folks that you see celebrating, the folks that you see posting the picture of Timothy Weah, being selected for the second time on the USA team, are people who are followers of George Weah, and some of them who just see this kid as somebody who is, you know, growing up with his own style. But on the other hand, you will not see them celebrating it. You will not see people who don't like him celebrating his son. Goodness, the people, everything will not put the salt or the pepper, everything will not put politics inside. So that how it looking.
But
Yeah,
I
there
don't
will be
politics
people who will
that
say,
because suppose it's your son. We need to celebrate. That's what I'm coming from. Any Liberian children, any Liberian son, it's not only war. Like they're playing for the NBA. Look at the Liberian that were playing for the NFL. You know how many Liberians were glued to the TV. We even the boy came here. He gave a ticket to go watch him play right here because he grew up right on Staten Island. He gave more than 100 tickets to Liberia for Liberian to go watch a game, watch him
I
play.
think we'll just be going back and forth because I know.
No, I agree with you. It's not back and forth. I'm not denying what you're saying about politics. I'm not denying you.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, I say it should not be limited to George Weah because there's another person there called Haji Wright. He's a typical Liberian. We need to celebrate our own kind. That's what I'm saying. I'm not limited it to George Weah.
But how many
Yes,
persons, even if you talk about the right kid today, how many Liberians know that? Except people who research him know that he got Liberia connection. But for Timothy, we are always clear. He's the son of the former president. So it's just different from Wright. Somebody got to go and read about Wright. Who is this Wright kid? Or maybe while you're watching and giving his profile. So, oh, but it may get Liberian background. Then you go and research it. But how many of us in the country know that Timothy we are that Joe we are son? Oh, almost everybody know that Timothy we are is George we are son. But for this
but then
right
let's keep it
kid,
that way. They will
even the
catch
other
up.
kid, Tunis, even the other one, there's a kid that plays. I think it was recently signed from the NBA. One Liberian kid who father somewhere came from New York, but I think his father passed. We talk about him the other time on the radio. Yeah, I think he was signed by one NBA team. I think for college football or something. You're supposed to know this kid. We talk about him once here on the show.
Yeah, what you want to say about him? I forgot his name.
Okay, so I'm saying this kid is a Liberian. All right. So he's playing college football now. Who knows tomorrow when he hit the NBA and the NBA say America say they won't put him on the team. People have to research him to know that he's a Liberian.
Yeah, there are a couple of Liberian
So
now
let's
playing for
please
the
please share
NBA.
please share the link with Aliyu. He's calling me, so please share the link with him. I only send you the link. I did not send it to him. You are the only person I send the link to.
All right, I got it. I'm gonna send it to him.
Okay. So while Tunis is doing the link thing, we got 2 minutes up to midnight. 2 minutes up to midnight, and we are about to go to the phone lines tonight to hear from you, our followers, our listeners. Call in and make your contribution. What is on your mind? That's what we are talking about. All right. The reason we had to spend more time on the Timothy Weah issue is because that was the thing my colleague had to say was on his mind. Why people are not celebrating, Timothy we're supposed to celebrate him because he is our own. All right. Whether his father is from the opposition, whether his father is from the position, we're supposed to celebrate him because he's flying, the American flag and not the Liberian flag. So we should celebrate him. While some are saying no, we shouldn't, because he was to fly the Liberian flag. So that's it. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you. We spend a lot of time on talking, so let's hear from you. We'll take few calls and we'll come back and hear from Aliyu Masale, who has just joined the show. So we have to prioritize the calls, maybe for 20, 25 minutes. Then we'll come back and take Aliyu. But Aliyu, just go ahead and greet the audience, and then we can take calls.
Oh, excuse me. Good evening from my end, and good evening to Bro Tunis, you and our listening audience and followers. Salut, Masale. Glad to be here again tonight on the night transport. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aliyu. And we'll come back to Aliyu. Where we take few calls. We'll come back to him to give us his side of what's on his mind. So 0776 104 104, 0886 500 104, 0770 Call us and be live on Freedom FM 87.9. All right. Those of you who are watching us, don't forget to drop your comment in our comment section. We read them out bit by bit. So please, let's go to the phone lines now and hear from our callers. Please, you have to move away from your monitor to avoid feedback. Let's talk to you. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Your name and where you join us from?
The name is Emmanuel PBWay, and I'm calling you from Johnsonville Township.
Okay, Emmanuel, let's hear you. What's on your mind? What you want to talk about that you call on the show? Let's hear you. 1 minute.
Okay, what my mind is all about this person tonight, pertaining to so we are. You know, like during what we understand in Liberia, once it is not you, it can be any other. You know, somebody is the Liberian. The Liberian is just representing his being on our side in America, but as a matter of fact, the Liberian. So we need to celebrate this guy. Because he followed did well for us, and we never appreciated him. It doesn't mean that we truly appreciate his effort in America. So I just want to say, let us all support our brothers we are in the world. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take another person. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 The numbers to call. The WhatsApp line is also active plus 231 86 500 104. Hello. Hello. Yeah, how are you? Welcome to the show. You say your name is what? Let's hear you, Nat. You have 1 minute. What is on your mind tonight that you call? Let's hear you. Why you want us to support Timothy Weah? What's your justification for that?
Yeah, he's following the legacy of his father.
Okay, because he's following the legacy of his father. So you want us to support him, be a position or opposition.
Yeah, support his father.
Thank you. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Nimne.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, let me say good morning to Brother Tunis and the rest of the you know, Brother Nimne.
Please tell us your name first.
Yeah, this is Matt Beatrice when you're calling from PHP community.
1 minute, Beatrice. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you know, Brother Nimle, you know what the discussion today. It just brought tears. I just begin to shed tears on what you were talking about. No one to celebrate Timothy Weah and the true stone of this boy. Nobody can celebrate him. But you know what happened? They believe we like race together. If they're not you, Brother Nimle, they shouldn't be big. That's the belief we get. And they put it in our Easter. They preach the Savior by Easter us. That's what make it from Manos Liberian plus Liberian. They did not celebrate. Timothy Weah, George Weah, we are here on America celebrating. Everybody know that they will stand up for honor. And nobody can take a stand for him. We will all celebrate. We are celebrating. When we heard the news today, we very intimidated to say. Because Una is a part of and Liberian. Not that when George Weah down to any country, people can be wondering people that live for them. All that George Weah, people can be wishing. But they say the prophet never respected Yahweh. But right here, what they do, George Weah will still be celebrated. And he will go the first goal.
Thank you. Thank you.
For having me.
Thank you. Let's talk to another person. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
We are fine. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Daniel, community specific city.
Okay, what is on your mind? Let's hear you. You have 1 minute to say it.
Yeah, how much that have to do with the Timothy Weah issue?
Okay.
You know, this country, the hatredness in this country will lead to a different issue in this country. It's very bad. You know, I'm an African player, naturalized except in France, in Spain. You look at them today, the world today. Even Africa, when you play with France, you know, I'm an African player play for England, France, Spain. So what? You United States. What's the issue? I think we should be happy. And happy to want Nigerian player, they are not allowed to say fine. Because you wait on Nigeria without going in, and you find a way out to play for the national team of France. He play for Bayern money. He is a starting player of France. So Nigeria will say, oh, send the man father for here, you play for France. So we're not celebrating. No. What wrong with the country?
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you, man.
Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you calling from.
My name is Kame Kivlo, calling from Matari.
Kame Givlo, take your 1 minute. Say what's on your mind. Let's hear from you.
I want to say to Timothy, if anyone listening, I will pass a message to him. Timothy, you are loved. We love you. Thank you for leading us proud. Thank you for holding up for your final legacy that it did not drop down. Thank you so much. You know, this thing happened to me, my son. This thing happened. Everybody will not clap for you, especially they call like Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you. You are loved. Love you the same way you love your father. Thank you.
Thank you, Game. We have J. Randy Dapo with us. Randy has just joined us. We'll shortly get back to Aliyu Masale and Randy Dapo. But let's take a few calls. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, the Fruta FM family. My name is Cornelius Bar, and I call from district number 8, to be precise, the Jonathan Road.
Okay, Cornelius, you have a minute. Let's hear what's on your mind.
Okay. The issue of Timothy, I celebrate Timothy. I celebrate him everywhere he goes. I don't care who don't love him. What I believe is that he's a star, and he will shine above all stars. So if you like it or not, it's left with you. But my decision here is to support him, regardless of your father, your mother. I got my own reason of supporting him because he carry what I carry in terms of being black like him. Whether he's from Liberia or he's from Ghana, so long he look like me and he doing well, I will celebrate because
Are you a racist?
If I'm a racist?
Yes, sir.
Not exactly, but I love the color that I carry, so I love it. When it's doing good, I want to be part of that particular good to celebrate.
Okay.
You know that I don't like white people.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I just needed that clarity. Thank you for your contribution.
All right.
Let's talk to you, this person. Good morning. Good morning, caller. Let's talk to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you are live on Freedom FM and Radio LRB. Let's hear your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Samuel Seri in a court from Giazero.
Okay, Samuel, welcome to the show. This is the What's on Your Mind segment of the Nighttime Spin. My name is Wendell Nimne, and I'm here with Solomon Tunes, Aliyu Masale, and J. Randy Dapo. So what's your name and where you actually calling from?
Yeah, I'm Samuel in a court from Giazero.
Okay, Sammy, I'm sorry for asking you for your name the second time, but let's hear you 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you. I like that and carefully listen to your show. You see, as one person I hate John Weird on the political scene, but I love him when he was playing and flying the flag of Liberia internationally. Now, we talk about patriotism. If Timothy can say, well, he chose to be an American and turn it down his fatherland, I forward can support him on that. While it's true, I differ with John Weird politically. I love John Weird when it comes to soccer because he has all of the benefits, all of the opportunity to have played for France, Italy, and other countries. But it's true that he take law for Liberia. So if we have to compare John Weird and Timothy, I would love John Weird. While it's true, I hate him politically. Thank you for your show.
Thank you. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We fine. Thank you. Tell us your name and take your 1 minute and say what's on your mind. All right, Yusufu, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know who are those people that are not celebrating Timothy, but it's a pleasure for us to celebrate him. I've been posting a photo and flyer that I saw from New York that people that the photo was placed on. I myself placed it on stage. See, Timothy, he was going to America and he has all right to play for the American national team. But he's a son of the former president and former nation of Africa. We saw Rodriguez playing for Germany, but he was Sierra Leone. When he entered Sierra Leone, people celebrating him. Rodriguez from Real Madrid, and Real Madrid developed.
Yeah.
When Timothy came to Liberia, myself went to the airport to receive him. God was proud of him. So we'll continue to pray for him. We're going to support him for him to do better for the country, America. And when he come here, we'll consider him as a Liberian because his father is from here. So thank you for the show.
Thank you. Let's three more calls. Then we'll go to Rennie Dapo and Ali Masaleh. Let's talk to you. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. Let's hear your name and where you calling from.
Yeah, this is Kurba calling from Soukene.
Let's hear you, Sissy. 1 minute.
My attention had to be due to the border issue.
The border issue.
Yeah, so the woman will never say, border issue. And yesterday, in fact, the president agreed to me that the delay is for Guinea. So what is going on? And so issue had to deal with the Ebola issue. What the women want to do to all in this country? They want to put the information out to how to be protected. They are holding on to the NGO. Why? What is going on in this country? They want to make money. I don't want to kill all again.
Wow.
So for the president, he tell what is happening. Cloud Polo. Since he came back from Guinea, he gave the information up to today. There have been no update. And also the terminal project. Kumija wrote the RACC to investigate the president. Who owns the president in Florida? What is going on? Where is the money coming from?
Thank you very much. Thank you. The caller struck two important points. The president need to tell us what is the situation surrounding the Solomba land that has been taken away by the Guineans, and also the Ebola issue, because the information is that there are people put on the surveillance who are being suspected of, Ebola or having the symptoms. Let's talk to Mansisi. Welcome to the show. I'm all right. Welcome. Let's hear you.
To Tunis, we say how to who they can say, okay, my brother there, no, just thank you very much. When they pass my message on to my brother, who saved me all of this.
Yeah.
Thank you. All my children in the diaspora can always and do spread their hand to me. That God bless them. And God, I'm hungry. What they're looking for, God give it to them. Double. Yeah, the issue here is that when they you ever see witchcraft? Ever been happy with patient?
Well, I never been witchcraft before. I would know.
No, I'm saying I say you witchcraft. I mean, I hear.
Oh, you say? Oh, I see me. The man says
you ever see witchcraft been happy with somebody that rejoicing?
Oh, no, now. But I witchcraft and no one's witchcraft.
Okay, you witchcraft and that. Why you answer the question? Go to the issue. Witchcraft and witchcraft.
You the boss is over here. That's for you wish I wish.
You have your wish.
You are talking. You follow it.
Not be happy with your judgment.
I know.
They will always see you down. When they're not happy for me, I'm happy. Liberians happy. They wish God from the Bokasa. Move that time for them when they're. When we are say are coming, they say. Even though it is chicken time, we are coming. The whole chicken time is in Apple saying inside. So read the whole food, get a whole food. That is looking. When you hear what we are, they angry. You want to make them we are, they angry. I know there's no problem. You won't get your Genesis story and the story to make them we are. My picky, the other is saucer, you want to bring it down? You joking? They're walking and your children, they're joking. They want to people swear that, especially when I swear by a parent. Even if we are not going to do you brought by a grandmother, they say they keep from who, and we are keep from us. But who they don't keep from us, it's very cheap, where they put a keep from who? We get house and we get home. They understand the English before I get it from them. So they can't keep from us, and they put a keep from who? Say it be heavy. Say it be heavy. Therefore, minimum. Somebody so say, you pray how you work in it. For what? That won't go when I agree, we will celebrate the we are. They go up the kind of our issue, they issue 1 year for them. That one issue to them. They put an issue, what they want to tell, what don't they going to tell the update? That will go to get listen, we go up, we get ready the money, they put the boat out, get carry la brew, they hear me now. They will say, Ebola coming, this and that, they say they won't lie to the night post, the person or something, and no sausage or something, and do English war. And they say they won't lie, they won't play each other, smart together for them, send it on Facebook. They don't sport them with more job. They woman that professional, as you know, professional, but all of us say, oh, that's physician. Can you imagine? We now, I'm not doing a job, that's physician, do nothing. She in the necessary, she do nothing, she put it outside, put self physician.
Okay.
People are serious in this country. People, they are a bunch of witchcraft. They're the power. Nothing else is coming up out of the people. And they will suffer and they want to feel it with.
Thank you. Thank you, Masisi. Okay, we have to pause. Look at Obo. She leaving it large. She still on Mayflower. All right, folks. We got to go back to Tunis, but let me just squeeze in Joe Colley. Joe Colley, make use of your 1 minute. Let me squeeze you in quickly. Then we go and bring in René Dapo and Aliyu. So, Joseph Colley, good evening and welcome to the show.
Hey, good evening, my blessed brother, and to our brother Tunis and the rest of the crew. This is Joseph Colley calling from New York.
It's been a while, Joe. It's been a while, Joe. How you been?
Yeah, brother, I'm good, man. Praise God. To God be the glory. He's
Amen.
doing everything. Yeah.
Amen.
Give him the glory. Look, man, look at the kind of hypocrisy. What kind of craziness is floating around our people here? You know, some of the morons, the floating food are in our place, my people. Look, y'all was celebrating just the last time y'all said the papi, they men who are being unleashed on the Liberian people. He just sucking the Liberian people blood. That's the only thing he got. They're demon, they're devil. Then we got somebody.
Joe, let's. That's the president now. Let's respect him and treat him with dignity.
Okay, my people.
Please.
But y'all look at it. The son of the soil, George Weah, what he have done. Liberian. This is the first Liberian that I know play in the World Cup and going for the second time. On Liberian, our son. We are proud to celebrate him. Not like other people who have not done nothing, just there to loot the soil or to put the Liberian people in poverty. Is that what we should be celebrating? They've been trying running all around the place, using our resources. Ultimately, we are using Liberian people resources. No, Labour have been a blessing to Liberia. I remember the last time we brought a lot of soccer materials to Liberians, your children, to celebrate, and someone to look at him of what he has been doing, so that at least they can have somebody to focus on to say, yeah, you play over there, I think I myself can do it. To encourage them, like a mother or a father, have been doing. This is the first, Liberian boy or Liberian child. Any of us should be proud. And for a great nation, the United States of America, and this man is going for the second time. Then you having problem with that of people celebrating him? We will celebrate him. God has given him to us. We are proud, and we will celebrate him until we are. May God bless him. Look, let me tell you, a lot of them one day, they don't know what to do. They just run around here to get money in their pocket, belly-driving people. They got nothing to contribute to the soil. But we thank God for people who are bringing proud to Liberia. When we look around, we say, yeah, George Weah, his son, yeah, he played in the World Cup. Today, a lot of others go around. When we go in places they don't know us, when we call George Weah, they say, oh yeah. Or when we say Liberia, they say, oh yeah, George Weah.
Okay.
So those are the blessings. God bless you all, man, brother. We don't have to worry about these people because they know their sadness of the joy of the Liberian people they want to take away. That's all they're fighting for.
Thank
so
you.
God bless you. You take good care, man.
You too. Thank you very much, Joseph Colley. Let's send controls to Solomon Tunis because we have Randy Dabo and Aliyu Masaleh backstage. So Tunis, you can take control.
Yes, thank you so much, guy. Y'all got a bad patient. I mean, you know, we're going to go by order. Where how you call it? Randy, please, let's give chance to Aliyu after Aliyu, and we'll bring you in. So Aliyu, it's all yours. I mean, you've been with us for a little while. We asked you to wait, and it's time for you to say what's on your mind, whatever you think is.
Thank you there. Welcome, Randy. And thanks to the callers for the the first segment of the call. Yeah, the problem here, this Timothy, or all I can say to Liberian people, and all the callers and everybody saying it, whether you say, oh, Timothy was not born in Liberia, he's not a Liberian, he flying American flag. But you should know that Timothy's father is a Liberian. So you should be proud of that, that, oh, yes. But because, people, they are hate for Josh Weah, even if Josh Weah could turn the whole of Liberia into diamond and whatsoever, because of his hate, people won't take it to be anything. And today I see people questioning why did Josh Weah do for the soccer team when he was playing soccer? What did he do for Liberia? And all of those useless and unnecessary questions. Today you have some of your government officials, ministers, directors, when George Weah was playing soccer, when he was giving scholarship, this is how some of them achieved a degree that they have today and they serve in our country. And you will be stupid in your head to be asking what did he do for Liberia when he was playing soccer. They see George Weah, man, when people were off display camp, refugee camp rather, he was going there, identify with Liberians, making impact in their life. Where did he take the money from for your power farm? And you will ask, what did you do when you were playing soccer? You know, these stupidness, I don't really know what happened to Liberia people. You say, oh, Timothy Weah, he should come and play for Liberia. Even when Timothy Weah say he's coming to come play for Liberia, what is that why you people want? Why you get to offer him if he even says, okay, yeah, coming to play for Liberia? You have to stop the mindset, and your hate for George Weah is what carries some of you to your early grave. And this is the same thing that happening to the Unity Party today. Because their hate for George Weah, they are not even focusing on what they were elected to do, what they were appointed to do. All their focus is on George Weah. And while George Weah is going out there, he don't have their time. They are worried about him. They are not paying attention. So Timothy Weah, when after the World Cup, you will go Liberia and you will be celebrated like one of the callers said. I think certain part of last day I saw Timothy in Liberia. They hear a mother, they were carrying on donations, giving feedware, giving school material to students. Where you think he took that money from? I heard my find that money on the sea soccer he playing. But you should come and play for Liberia, and the only way now you will celebrate him. But the one he do, you don't appreciate that. I don't really know. There's too much hate that in the country, people have to stop it. And like this morning, man, he says something. We all know Mr. Jackson Webb has he died in the country, wherein he was on a radio show, he went fair off, he went, and we know how he went past off, they went, they put him in some beach, all of these things. But today, under the Blacker government or city mayor, whether a girlfriend or wife or whosoever died right in your head in a room, he was not absent. Today, we can't hear anything about it. And we're waiting to hear from Gregory Coleman. And this letter that Alexander Kumi sent to LECC, I'm very much interested. And we wait I'm waiting to see what LACC is going to do. And I will always say, whether George we have the president, whosoever win the presidency come 2029, we are going to make sure this government, if they can tell the Liberian people where the money came from to build up mansions in Fuya, in that bush, we will use that place as the National Rehabilitation Center for Liberia, where we'll be carrying Zogune to rehabilitate them. We take them from the city. We will clear the city that where we'll be taking the Zogune. Anybody win, we will do that. If you're lucky, you people say George we have stole the country money, he built condominiums, this and that, and what have you, you're in power, you're going and investigating. But when you leave power, we will investigate that Foya mansion. So if you think, oh, yeah, George, we have built condominiums, so Joseph Waka will build mansion, we cannot say that. We cannot be doing one thing over and over and expect a better result or to have a better country. That's a higher level of insanity. So tomorrow when Ali Manzali to come, I said, Joe, we are built for the 800 million. Joseph Waka built $10 million mansion. I say I go with Roswell, I go build my own $30 million mansion then. We can continue doing that. Look at the health sector today. Look at how our roads are looking right in the city. Joseph Waka said Liberian people never needed road. Road was not important for the country, but they want us to celebrate him today for building road. Any kid 12 years he build roads. George Weah says that he build roads. Joseph Waka too he building road. When are we going to have a government that will think about the educational sector, the health sector, the security sector, agriculture, when it comes to stable electricity, when it comes to safe drinking water? Will just be elected president for building road? What kind of nonsense is that? Joseph Waka, you have to give the Liberian people the job that you promised them. They did promise roles and things. Thank you, Randy.
Yeah, brother Randy, I'm very happy you are with us here today. You following your promise. You are one of the people that when you promise something, you do. You're not like our president Joe Parker, who said he will be riding wheelbarrow and he riding the most expensive car in the country today. Let's hear from you, man. What's your take? What's on your mind about Mama Liberia? Unmute yourself, Randy, if you are with us. Randy Dapo, the brain behind Radio LRB.
Can you guys hear me or no?
We can hear you now.
Loud and clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. First of all, Masale, let me say this to you. Anyone who believes in George Weah, you shouldn't be saying if George Weah win the election. That's not my thought. So Weah is going to win our election 2029. Boca is going to go out. So anyone who come on the platform and truly believe in George Weah, he is going to win that election 2029, all hands down.
I'm with you 100% on that.
Yes. So let me say this first. I want to start with some logic that I sent to the American people here, and then I will come to the Timothy Weah stuff. There's a representative in this country. She came up one time and said, those who are not born in the country, they shouldn't serve in government. And she posted her message on one of the big platforms they call Fox News. So I went there and asked her, I say, okay, why if Jesus come and open the whole sky and say, hey, this is not the end of the world, but I just came to let you know that if you are not born in heaven, you're not coming to heaven here. How will you feel? And that thing went, wow. And they start asking me, they said, but why you ask that question? I said, it's not where you were born, but what you can offer. Let me say this to Liberians. I understand your frustration, and I sympathize with you. But let's be honest here. One, Timothy Weah was not born in Liberia. He was born in the United States. He was raised almost during his youth time. He lived in America. He was developed through the American football system. He went to different football academy, and then he worked his way out and went out there. Let me ask Liberian this question. If y'all can answer the question, then I will reduce my age to 20-year-old and can join the team. Before we should ask any Liberian to play for Liberia, your take pen and paper, let me answer the question. Do we have better training infrastructure over there? Yeah, I want to listen to you. Do we have better training infrastructure over there? Do we have international exposure of our players? Do we have competitive tournament in Liberia? Do we have medical and sport and other support system in the country? Do we have any opportunity where Liberia will go play in the World Cup? I want you to sit down and think about that because it's very, very important. You see, the hard truth here is Liberia football system for many years. You see, Sadinsa Diba, even the George we have men, they struggle because our football organization lack infrastructure, organization, no funding, no youth development, no international competitiveness before we even talk about qualifying for the World Cup. Yes, the sad thing here, George Weah, who won all the titles in the world, what do we know about him when it comes to football? He never got the opportunity to play in the World Cup. Why? Because the football system in our country and all the things that are listed, none of it has worked for us, Tunis. None of it. And then you want somebody who are born in another country. Look at Prince Boateng. He ain't brother play in Germany. But Prince Boateng decided to play for Ghana because Ghana got the infrastructure. There were two brothers. The other one said, I'll play for Germany. He said, okay, I'll go to Ghana. And he played in the World Cup, and Ghana went so far in the World Cup. So until we can ask ourselves, what do we really want? I don't think Timothy Weah should be the blame. We should blame the people who have been in authority. Remember, back in the days, they used to say football was for grown-up people. Who raised George Weah up from Liberia? It was not our football system. Somebody came from Cameroon and took George Weah away. All our old players then, that some of you don't know today, they're right in America here now, just waiting for death to come upon them. Because nobody was able to open a way to send them to Europe to play football. Let me ask you guys the question, Liberian. If you love your country and somebody give you a visa to travel to America, will you say, I love my country, take your visa? If Donald Trump sent a ship over there today, would that ship be turned away and say, we don't want to be in America? The answer would not be so easy to say, yes, we refuse it. My point here is we should celebrate whoever take Liberia to the next level. Do you know how many white people around here want to sit down with us during lunchtime and you stay among them and say, oh, that boy, the Timothy Weah, he's from Liberia? There are people even taking pictures with George Weah more than Timothy Weah. That how come this man is so blessed? The entire Manhattan Tower, that man picture was up that George Weah. I mean, Timothy Weah picture was up there. But I would say this, you can be in your job at all. So let us continue to pray for our country because the bigger problem we got is bigger than Timothy we are right now. You're in our country. Some people say you're sitting down Ebola town bomb. The government, what has happened to that border, we don't know. President Boka was in Lofa. He never used the opportunity to go to that border to show to us. We know, you understand? The man went to Lofa. He go to that border to say, oh, we there. I yell. All the camera people that he got, they never went over there to show us what happened to that place. So Liberian, I beg you, let us focus on what in our country. When your time comes, when God bless you, and I pray that God bless you. When you come to America, you go to Europe, you even go to Sierra Leone, it is your choice. There are many Liberians who will say, my China going to Liberia to go play football because we don't have the infrastructure. I will rest my case because I know there are other things I want to discuss, especially that Ebola thing. But because I came on late, maybe depending on tomorrow how your thing will roll, we'll come back and then we expand on our whole Ebola thing. But I would say this: I don't think the
But
government has.
Randy,
Yes,
you can take some time on this Ebola thing since this topic is all about what's on your mind.
okay.
I know you've been following this Ebola situation in Liberia. So what is your own take on some of the news unfolding?
Yeah, and thank you very much, Wendell. I have been doing this work in the country for over 19 years now, and during the Ebola time and the COVID time, I had the opportunity to work in my municipality to work with emergency and crew. When that nurse came out and made that announcement, I think she did it because she felt that there was not a structure in place, something I would call a national Ebola emergency preparedness and readiness structure plan. So she came out and created that news. But everything the lady said, there were 6 things she mentioned. There were meeting, there were people from Uganda. They asked them to do PPE. They asked them to wash themselves. They asked them to be very careful. And everything that lady said, it started coming up one by one. But what did they do? They went and arrested the lady. Arresting the lady is one thing, but up to today, they have not been able to answer whether they had a meeting when the people arrived in the country. Did they arrive after they called the meeting? Did the people get checked? How did the people get to the hospital? Those are unanswered questions. But the reason they arrested the lady, it was because they want to have control over this population being in panic mode, but they were not taking care of the health issue in the country. So here's the question. Anybody listening to me right now, and you know where President Boka is and the health minister, then ask them, do we have a functional national Ebola plan? What do I mean by that? Ebola ended in 2014. There should have been a national functioning. And the word functional, you need to remember that. Just because Ebola did not happen between 2015 to 2025, it does not mean that we cannot be preparing for Ebola. Every year, if we have a national Ebola plan, every year there should be at least one drill that will help health worker to go through that Ebola training because we know what it did to us. It never happened. And what do you know now? The health minister went to the Senate or the House of Representatives and said, "Oh, you all gave us money so we can prepare." When you already have active concern, suspicion in the country, and then you say you want money to prepare. So, Brother Wendell, here's the thing here. You know how in your house you can put some kind of book on the shelf and it just collect dust, but there are other books that you use every time, like the Bible. People who go to church, every time they make sure that Bible clean, right? The Liberian government does not have a functional Ebola national plan. And that is why things are the way it is. Yeah, as few questions I would like to ask. When the meeting was called for the training, whoever conducted that training, what level, because the Ebola got level 1 to level 5, what level triggered the people to have that meeting? And when the people attended that meeting, what were they told and what were they told not to do? Did everyone who attended that meeting sign a document or agreement that say you shouldn't go out there to tell anybody? Everything will be communicated through us. We are only informing you guys. We will inform the public. We'll roll out our plan. If you ask that lady, none of the thing was signed. We know if you call a meeting and every one of us here on the panel here go there and say, "Okay, gentlemen, we are going to do this, but I will there, I will lead the charge. Don't go out there. If I leave and go out there and start to say stuff, you will hold me accountable." You know what I'm asking that question? Because the Ebola national plan will have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and they will be able to roll out the program little by little. So here's my question to Mr. Walker and your government. Since they came to power, when last they ever conducted an Ebola drill or COVID drill? I will leave it at that, Wendell. If you have any question.
Thank you, Randy. Tunis, you can come in, then we'll come back to take some calls.
Yeah, that take calls. I mean, we want to hear from the callers. Randy, thank you so much for joining us. As you promised, on Thursday when you're free, you will join us. And you keep to your word. We're very, very happy you being here with us. Thank you again. Let me send control back to Wendell so we can hear from the callers. Back to you, bro.
Thank you very much, Tunis, and thanks to Randy Dapo. That was a brilliant analysis from him, and it's always good to have people like Randy, share the platform with us because he brings a lot to the discourse. Let's talk to you, this person. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live on Radio LIB and Freedom FM 87.9. What's your name and where you join us from?
I'm James Cowboy and I call from Puebla.
Mr. Copo, you have 1 minute to say what's on your mind. Let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you. I'm following your show and I listen to the different topics and analysis when the panelists there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I'm a little bit confused from some of the panelists when there have been the contradiction in some of the topics. I first listened to the had to do with Timothy, some like rest.
So what's the contradiction?
That's what I come to.
Okay.
And then some of the panelists are saying some like rest are supporting Timothy, while others are not supporting him because he did not play for the national team. And everyone has the right to support whosoever. Because there's a guy in Canada, and Pastor David, who said that LeBron born. Nobody's mentioning him on the show. LeBron should share him.
We met. Apparently, you weren't following from the onset because we mentioned Alfonso Davis. In fact, I mentioned his name.
Okay, thank you. So let me just end up my meeting. Then, if the speakers are just ended talk about the Ebola, that there's substance because both from those countries in the region, Uganda, Kenya, and the DR, we arrive in the country and the government is saying they have to give surveillance on them. Government has announced that people are on surveillance and there is no Ebola case in the country. Then the speaker just said that the government is hiding something from the people. So it's like he has seen nobody will bring politics, but let me show it's been more political. And then what it being objectives. So I don't just understand. So I mean, that's why that was the way he thinking, my brother.
Thank you for your contribution. Let's keep the calls coming in on 0776 104 104, 0886 500 104. The female line is 0770 297 016. Those are the numbers to call and make your contribution. This is the program, the Nighttime Spin, and this is the What's on Your Mind segment. All right. Everything we're talking here is our own opinion. All right. About how we feel about the situation unfolding in our country and the issues surrounding Timothy Weah. Let's take you this person. You want it's like you want me to cut you off, right?
Sorry, sir.
So you Joe Young, so I'm a roll on the ground, so you won't give out yeah. You're my big brother. You're my big brother. I just joking with you. Go ahead. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joe Young. Go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I was too concerned, our leader here is supposed to ask, is he Englishman? Number one. But he's supposed to know talk in Nigeria. And Timothy Weah is not old news. He's born in America. And he lives for America. Tell Jimmy Limle, Alex Limle. He played for England under 20. But because he's not president, that's why he need him going. Alfonso Davis, the other brother of Alfonso Davis or Trinidad Davis, Rudiger, these guys are African-born children. They play for the white people. Why they are not going? Only Timothy Weah because they don't like John Weah and they were forced to elect him. But son of this, so they forced to elect him. The so-called legend. They will elect him and they forced to elect him.
Okay.
That's all. Have a consent.
Thank you, Joe Young. Thanks for your contribution. The big coach there in the borough of Newcastle. Thank you, and do have a pleasant morning. All
Yeah,
right, we have a few more minutes to be here, so we here interacting. Let's run to our comments. We have some comments. Let's read them out quickly. Let's take the comments on the show. Habib Jaliba Davis is following from Zwedru City. Philip Foucault Thomas says, good evening, senior brother. Henry Tito Jr. Oh, that Tunis speaking. Henry Tito Jr. says, good evening. The nighttime spin crew of both Freedom FM and Radio LIB of the USA of our weather report man, Uncle Tunis from Staten Island, New York City. The Big Apple, thanks for always giving us the great information about our country, Liberia, weather condition. And Morris Passaway says, I'm watching live from where is not stated. Terry F. Conan says, good evening, Mr. Nimne. Good evening to you, Terry. And Samuel Korba says, good evening, nighttime Spain. I join you from Bassa Town, Painesville City. And Mangala Agogo says, JNB is a dead man walking. Magala again says they came to steal from the Liberian people. Samuel Koba says, yes, their names would not be mentioned in no newspaper because they forsake their motherland over white man land. All right, just starting with them, no sin go unpunished. And Andrew Agape Goddess is watching you from Banja Hotel, Africa, Virginia. Andrew Agape Goddess is Zidane's son, played for Algeria. And Zidane's son was the goalkeeper of Nigeria. I mentioned that on the show. Henry Barr says, good morning. Uh, he says, God, good mood, mate. I don't know what he's trying to say here, but it says Timothy and people will still celebrate you. Where is our Lone Star today? Liberia is now a did well team. Let the guy go and make his money. Stop the criticism, please. All right, Andrew Agape go there against is another guy playing for American football. My boy son TK says good one. J Randy Dapo, okay, yes. Randy, we got you. Victoria Morris is nice. He says, good evening. I'm watching you from Liberia. Philip saying, Kimia says, good morning. I'm watching you from Broadville City, Plunkar. And Agape God there. Andrew says, thank you so much, big brother, for your analysis. It was Roger Miller from Cameroon that helped George Weah. I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know how true is this information. But again, Andrew says, Mr. Dapo, I'm adding you as my big brother. I always love your analysis when it comes to critical issues. All right, so far, those are all the comments. Let's come back and take some more calls because we'll soon be out of here. Let's take a few more calls. We got 12 more minutes to be here. So we can interact. We can take 3 or 4 more calls and then we go home. Let's talk to you. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name? This is who? Oh, Mr. Wambo. How are you, sir? Yeah. You say, yeah, Mr. Wambo, how are you? Okay. Tunis. He's Mr. Tunis.
I enjoy the program. My discussion.
Okay.
All right. So, he gave tell us the rule.
Okay, I will tell you. I will tell your student. All right. Thank you. I will do that for you,
Yes,
Mr.
I'm
Wang.
about the they're calling.
Okay, sir. Let's talk to
What
this
is it?
person. Good morning. Yes. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, one Kame, calling from Matali.
Game Giflo, welcome to the show. Let's hear you have 1 minute. Go ahead and say what's on your mind.
So much. It is totally unfair what we're hearing at the day to the living, like talk about the Ebola business. We learned that they don't want to give a lesson, they revoke a lesson, they want to sack for all those things. I don't know whether it is true. But it is not fair to all, right? Because they often like telling you say go to the hospital, because most of the time people can say, oh, it's better you go to know, to be in the know, to be aware, then you can take precaution. It was just one. Because if you are aware, you will take precaution. You will wash your hands. But if you don't know that, this thing, any particular sickness is ever, you will just make yourself vulnerable. Moving to an entertainment center, moving to a restaurant where you will not wash your hands, you will not your bed, will just touch the door, and today I want to work. The Korean guy was entering, he has to push the door with his airport. So I started laughing. So I said, yeah, you see? Since she blew that alarm, she made everybody know now people have their attention has been true to the disease. And whether it is true or not, it is why it is important or not, but people are taking precaution. And I think it is better than you're not sitting in and know, you're not aware, you're not thinking about it. So they should leave that late and go.
Okay.
So that's my sense when it comes to the platform.
Thank you very much, Game Giflo. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. You, this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning. You're live. Let's hear you. You on the radio. Let's hear you. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Momo Gitawe. I'm calling you from Single New Matari.
Momo Gitawe?
Momo K. Bawe.
Oh, Momo K. Bawe. Welcome to the show, Mr. Bawe. You have 1 minute to say what's on your mind. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you. I have two things on my mind. But firstly, I would like to discuss this about the transport ministry.
Okay. What is it about the transport ministry? Let's hear from you.
Yeah, the ministry is giving lesson out to those who are not even travel, people who are not going to driving school before. The ministry is giving them a lesson. Yes, the past experience I went to go and get my lesson from there, and they asked me for a travel lesson or driving school document. But I did not have a driving school document. But there's a lady in the ministry there who can provide a driving school document for you if you don't have it. And you just pay for it and you just put it in and they give you lesson. I have that experience. I felt so bad. And secondly, the motorcyclists, recent time after President Barack over, he forced motorcyclists to get lesson. And most of the motorcyclists, they don't go to driving school, but you're giving them lesson. How would you give someone who don't go to driving school and you give them lesson? This is that power. So I got a problem with the Ministry of Transport for that. And I would like to stress on this. You see, our nation was built on a Christian principle, but now it's a secular state. And if the nation remains secular state right now, that it will be difficult for one I've seen. Because right now I can see that no one owns Labrador. Christian cannot say, oh, they own Labrador 100%. And
okay, we lost you. You were taking up deep into religious issues. So let's take this person now as hello. Hello? Hello? Hello, caller. Are you there? Okay, it's like that person is not ready. So let me take this person as our very, very last caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, bro.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome to the show. You are the last caller. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I have been starting with this news since 2010 really a lot. I'm making the voice of local 4, Christian local 4, SDP, and Randy Dabo also on the show. I want to say hi to them, to my Tony.
Nokofo is now on the show. He's been sick for years now.
There's something I want to say quickly.
Mhm.
The name remains Fromo Harris. I'm calling from somewhere around Montserrat because of the reason.
Let's hear you.
And where we know there's something we Liberians we need to do quickly before it gets too late. Now, when it comes to world issues, many Liberians, for me, I hear from local country, but some Liberians will sit in some street corner and say, for me, I'm not from local country. But one thing we need to take into consideration here, we that on ground in Liberia, is to see how best we can galvanize ourselves to put the stations to ask our government, put our government seat to fire, to know, to tell the government to give us answers to these world issues. Because we cannot be sitting here in Monrovia while the Guineans are encroaching and the government is not answering to us, then we sit in limbo. Where are we as a citizens? Then why did we elect our leader and they are answering to us? Okay? And quickly to make the issues, we Liberians, we should disease from it. Let us disease from it so that Liberia can be developed. Because if we say we continue to hit President Weah is flourishing, is going high, he's not thinking about you.
Okay. Thank you. And that's all the time we got for the call-in segment of the Nighttime Spain. Comfort Cooper, watching from Staten Island, New York City. Comfort, thank you for watching. So I'm sending controls back now to Tunis. It's time for us to go around the table and close up to be here later on this morning at 11 a.m. So Tunis, uh, let's hear from you guys there.
Okay, thank you so much for sending control back to us here, and thanks to the callers, thanks to the viewers. We appreciate your being hanging out with us throughout the 2 hours. Let me bring in Masale. What's your parting comment? Unmute yourself.
Yeah, thanks to the callers there. Thanks to those in the comment section. You know, this issue about this Ebola situation, more especially the issue with this lady, this is unfair. But again, this is the Unity Party. They had never ever been transparent to the Liberian people, and they will never be transparent till their 6 years tenure is over. Because this lady, like Randy said, she came out and said, "Oh yeah, there were meeting call, and they gave them some warning. They put them on the alert of people that came to the country." So if you people will say, "Oh yeah, she was not to say it or this and that," no Ebola in the country and what have you. If we have a transparent government, we have a serious minded government. Okay, all of these things that lady say, your call or Josiah Joker, well, who is the head or whatsoever nurse practitioner, whatsoever they get to JFK there. You call her a question and answer this question. Were any meeting held, yes or no? Then let she tell the Liberia people know why she said that was false. We never had any meeting. But today, for you to humiliate that lady who were called for, put her in jail. Later on, her lawyer went and they put her out. Today, she has been suspended. And we know this government, when you have been suspended, just know you are lose your job. And Josiah Joker, why she remain untouchable? They cannot question her. This is not fair. This government, they are on a dangerous path. And this is why when you tell them George Weah is coming by, and they start to ask you senseless question, what is he coming to do? The messy people are creating in that country. The nonsense you people are doing, this is why he's coming to get rid of. Because you people complain, you're criticized, but what is happening today? We didn't see this thing happening under a Joshua government. And we cannot have a country like this wherein the country is severely divided. See the split and they say local country today. There are five or tribes or data in local country, the Gisi, the Madingo, the Bandi, the Pere, and the Loma. Under this administration, all Joseph Waka appointees are coming from local country, they are all kissing. Is this the kind of government we want? The way you're treated our woman, history will judge you. And I know the suspension that lady is undergoing. At the end of the day, you will hear that they are fired her. And God will punish them because you're supposed to call Josiah Joker wife and ask her what did they say that you call nurses to put them on the alert. Was it true or false? If it is so, why you only trying to hide the nurses alert? We are making the people in the country to know. We know why Ebola did to that country. God bless America. God bless Liberia. Thank you.
Randy, my brother, it's your chance. Let's hear from you, your parting comment. We're already out of time anyway. Unmute yourself. Randy, we are not hearing you. Is Randy still with us?
Yeah, I
Oh,
see Randy, but I don't know. Randy is not muted, but we can't hear anything from Randy. Randy, you there? I don't know what's happening. Tunis.
Okay, I guess he's there, but he's not paying attention. Probably been distracted with some other issues in the house. The Comfort Cooper, Comfort, I'm a place here, Staten Island, I'm a partner right there. But anyway, my people here, thank you so much for joining us. This conversation we have here every Thursday or every nighttime spin is for all of us here. It's a platform open for us to come and discuss what's on our mind, what's bothering us, how can we go about doing things the right way, and how can we celebrate each other, you know? Not because it's not you, so it's nothing. We should celebrate each other. This is what makes this country great today. Even though there are two parties and the third party is independent, which is not a real party.
I think Renee is back. I think Renee is back.
Renee, are you back?
We also see Gus. Gus is here, but we're closing up. So let's give him some time. We're closing up. No time.
Okay, I mean, you're in control. Gus, what's on your mind?
Yeah, maybe 2 minutes from here we can go home. No time.
I mean, where you going? You going to sleep? You're already late. What you
I gotta get off the radio. I got my time is out. So yeah.
Hello. What on my mind? I'm glad you're staying up this late and still talking Liberia. So I'm glad. I hope that people appreciate you, and appreciate the work that you guys do. It's a thankless work. I mean, when you look at what you guys get paid and whatsoever, it's yeah. I mean, nowhere around the world where people are serious that they don't take pride in the work that you guys do. So thank you for all you do. That's what's on my mind. And then my Orita, rest in peace. Is it Orita, right? Is it, which one is it?
Rose Baker.
Rose Baker. My Rose Baker. May her soul rest in peace. And like I said, try to get me connected with her children.
I'll do that.
Yeah, please. All right.
Because you're in the same shoe with the rest of the people who are taking part in the award stage today, Timothy and Haji, right? You have children playing sports, playing soccer, playing basketball. So a few years from now, they will be representing United States. And you are a Liberian. We should celebrate those children. That's what we are talking here. But anyway, we will continue this topic by Monday. Tomorrow is going to be a throwback for those guys who in our age. You
Woman
can try.
says I am coming on. I already requested him. He ain't come on tomorrow. I ain't coming on.
That you busy, my
Libra.
man. That between you and him. But you guys that in our age, you can join us tomorrow, 11 a.m. We'll have 1 hour, 1.5 hour program right on the same platform tomorrow. So please, it's a very enjoyable program. We'll make ourselves laugh, think about, we reminisce about what happened yesterday to bring in today. So we say thank you again, everyone, Facebook viewer, YouTube viewer, those who call, we appreciate your call. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your good friend Suleiman Hashim Tunis closing from my end here from Staten Island, New York. Back to you guys. Wendell, and good night.
Thank you there, Tunis. Thank you, Aliyu Masale. Thank you, Rennie Dapo. Thank you to Gus Koma
No, I
for
can't say
being.
thank you because you came late.
Yeah, let's just saying thank you for the little 2 minutes you spent with us.
Oh, man, you know,
Yeah,
I get busy all day. When I get free time, you know, I got to take advantage
you
of it.
big boy, you chilling, you're
Yeah,
chilling.
about that.
I see my dog chilling.
Yeah,
In
don't know about
the
that.
truck, in the truck, chilling.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
we see you
All
tomorrow
right,
morning, brother
we'll
Mapiki.
catch up. We'll catch up in the morning, guys. Y'all take care. Do have a great
See ya.
night.
You too. Bye
Good
bye.
night.
All right. All right.